to you in the Pacific Coast, and good afternoon to my friends in Texas where I'm located. I was very excited when Renee asked me to do another concert for the Wind Clan and friends this year again. And I'm thinking the concert this year will be a time of reflection to give hope that the Native American flute can bring. And the first song I'm going to do is on a Native American double A flute. It's also called a drone flute, and it's a song I wrote called A Thankful Heart, to remind us to be thankful of all those who have died and aren't with us this year, which is how I got this flute. It was gifted from a person who died. Okay, my next song is one of my favorite Advent songs. It's called O Come, O Come, Emmanuel, and it's been arranged for a bass flute that's made out of burled maple. It's a very beautiful flute. It's a bass, and I've added a Tibetan singing bowl to this song. Okay, my next song is going to be on a brand new flute. It's made out of sumac wood that I got in Oklahoma at a flute festival in October of this year. Danny Goodman made it out of a branch on his place where he lives. Did it all by hand, and I just love the way it sounds really earthy. So it wrote a song called "The Trees Are Magical," and these are the words I'm thinking of. The trees are magical. They are. They take us to a magical place. The trees are magical. When the sun rises, a new beginning starts here. It starts here. The trees are magical. They take us to a magical place. And sumac has a lot of metaphysical and medicinal properties, such as the sunrise and new beginnings. So as we're starting a new year coming up, we'll have new beginnings. It's also, in folklore, it's a symbol of protection and spiritual guidance. So I hope this will resonate with you like it does with me. The trees are magical. Okay, most people during Christmas time, they know the song "O Tannenbaum," which means "O Fir Tree." It doesn't mean "O Christmas Tree," but in America we kind of translated it that way. One of the verses I like the best, I'm going to read it. O fir tree, with what delight I see you. When winter days are dark and drear, you bring us hope for all the year. O Tannenbaum, with what delight I see you. And that's the spirit of which I'm going to play this song. Another tree song, since I love trees so much. This is played on a aromatic red cedar flute made by High Spirits. O Tannenbaum. This next song is played on a bass flute made out of Alaskan yellow cedar, and it has some fancy beadwork on it, and it's very big. So I'm going to play the Coventry Carol on it, and I'm going to add a singing bowl to it. This next song is from an animated show called The Snowman. It was my son's favorite show when he was a little kid. And it's called Walking in the Air. We're walking in the air. We're floating in the moonlit sky. Far across the world, the villages go by. Rivers and the hills, the forest and the streams go by. Children gaze, open mouth, taken by surprise. No one down below believes their eyes. We're surfing in the air. We're swimming in the frozen sky. And this is Walking in the Air from The Snowman. It's played on a poplar wood flute. Okay, this next song is a new song. It's called The Winter Solstice, and it was written for a bass flute that's made out of Paduke wood. You can see it's a little bit larger than the other ones too. And as I was listening to it on my new CD this morning, looking out the window, I thought it fit perfectly with all our trees that have lost its green leaves, because they are not fir trees, they're deciduous trees. And I think this song reflects a winter solstice, which is a time of reflection and hope. Well, the next one is one of my favorite songs. It's called Let It Snow. In Texas, where we live, we don't have a lot of snow, and so we like to imagine it or we watch it on YouTube. So I'm going to play my version I think it's this flute. I just grab a flute, and they're supposed to be all in order, so we'll hope this is the right flute to play Let It Snow. Okay, I have another new flute that's made out of bamboo that I bought at Wisconsin this summer at the World Flute Society conference. And I thought this would be a good flute to play We Three Kings, because this is a small enough little tiny flute that they could just put inside their leather satchel and they might whip it out and play a song. I don't think they'd be playing a song about themselves, but I'm going to play a song about We Three Kings. Okay, this next song, I just heard it on the radio or somewhere, and I just really like the melody. It's called The Mother of the Child in traditional Catalonian, and it's called El Noi de Mary, and it's a folk song lullaby. So after listening to it a few times, I've kind of created my own arrangement of this song for a smaller poplar wood flute. Oh yeah, I added a little South American instrument to it, although it's a Catalonian song. Well, we started the concert with the double flute, and we're going to end it with the double flute, which most services at Christmas Eve are closed with, which is Silent Night. Merry Christmas. Hope you've enjoyed this time of reflection and you have some hope for the Christmas season and the new year. Thank you, Renee.